Hey you guys, welcome to the first video in the new series called Journal Your Story, Past, Present, and Future. And so I wanted to kind of kick off the upcoming year with a video series, but then I also wanted to kind of go ahead and get a start on it, even though it's the end of December. So I'm going to adjust the camera here so I can show you exactly the prompts that I'm going to be working with. So if you had gone to my, I'm going to make some adjustments while I'm talking here. If you had gone to my website, to my blog where I have this video uploaded, you will see that I have, oops, sorry you guys, I'm just going to adjust this real quick. Here, you will see that I have this, this as a printable. If you haven't gone to my blog, hop on over there, and this is going to be something that I'll be working on, as the prompts throughout the month of January. So let me back up a little bit here. Basically, this is a project that I have a CWR kit, if you're not familiar with it. It's basically a journaling kit, and in that kit I had these awesome little journaling cards, and this was a paper collection by Vicki Boyton. I called it Bolton for a long time, but I think it's Boyton. But anyway, this was her storytelling, I believe, kit. And so it had a bunch of these little, they're not quite 2x2s, but these little, they look like little Polaroid camera pieces that have different words on there, like sightseeing, I'm in love with the new city, and people I have never met. So throughout these, there's 20 of them actually in this little stash, and 18 have words. So I thought it would be fun to do a little video series on using these words in my journal. And basically this is journaling your story, past, present, and future. So you can use stories from your past, currently, or future that you want to journal about. So one of the things that I get a lot of when I'm journaling is I don't have anything to write about. I don't have an interesting life. There's nothing going on. And I was watching a YouTube video, and she put it just like that. What's your weather? What do you like to wear? What's your favorite clothes? What's your favorite color? What are you reading? What are your dreams? What do you like to eat? All these things can be things that you journal about. It's just journaling your story. So I thought it would be fun to really kind of put together a series of using these word prompts to journal those kind of stories. So if you did not get the CWR kit, which was distributed December 15th, I have the actual wording written on this printable that you can find on, let me move my little marker thing, casting a shadow. But this is actually words, these are the exact same words that are on those cards, so you can still follow along. You can make up your own card, you could use your own handwriting, you could do anything. You don't, these are just, I don't think I'm necessarily may not go in this particular order. I think I plan on going in this order, but basically, I think that was the plan. I think I had these written out that I wanted to go in this order. So, but if I switch around, it's okay. We are not in stone to do exactly the same. We're going to just have fun with this project. So anyway, go ahead and get this printed out. If you wanted to add this to your journal, you could do that. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So yeah, so that's it. So let's get down to journaling here. So in this particular, let me see if I can. I'm still messy from Christmas, you guys. Of course, it's only 2 days after, but I'm in that transition of moving the Christmas out and moving different things in. So that also brings to mind, I'm going to be doing a couple of videos also throughout the month on how I plan on keeping myself organized this year. I am doing something a little bit different, and so I thought I would just pop on here and turn the video camera on and just kind of show you guys my plan. But this is the journal I'm going to be using. I went back and forth on what journal to do. I actually had this idea, and I'm going to look for the ladies that prompted me to to do this kind of type of video, and I'll leave their link below. But this is actually using just a composition book. I may cover the back, I may not, I don't know yet. But it's basically using a piece of my art. My one little word this year is fairy tale, and so I had created this piece of art, I guess maybe, I don't know, in between summer and fall. And I just basically made a copy of it, and then I put it on here. I put some book binding, and then I covered it with, actually with packing tape to kind of give it a slick cover. Again, I will show you guys how I found this idea, and that way you can check them out and their journaling style, because I was very inspired. Okay, so I have started adding a few things in here. This is going to be my introduction page, which I haven't gotten to yet. I do plan on, maybe I'll pop on and do an introduction page while you guys are on here. So, and in reality, that could be my, you know what? I just had an idea. See, when I talk to you guys, I get ideas. I could actually use, because the first word we're going to be doing is hello, and that could actually be doing, that could do my introduction page for here. So I'm going to keep that in mind while I kind of talk through. I may come back and just use that as my introduction. I did go ahead and start, I have my December daily journal, but I also wanted to use this as a journal to, I wanted to also kind of have my own private journal that is still, I thought I could put everything in my December journal, but there were some things that were going on that I just need to write out, and it's not necessarily something that I'd want to put in my December journal to say, oh yeah, you know, it's just, you know, just some personal things. And so I wanted to create a book, go ahead and get my journal going. So this is just a printable that I did. I love this picture. This is just something like, it's an older kitchen. It was in an old magazine that I had. I love the original, the real tree, and so I just put that picture in there. It was really inspiring me at the moment, and so that was something I did add. I'm going to try to adjust this camera just a little bit, you guys, so y'all get a better visual here. Okay. And then this was my December calendar, which I may still go in and fill it out, but I just wanted to have a calendar in here. This is a plan that I had to kind of, for 2021, you know, we always kind of have a plan. This is kind of like, I've got to get my life organized. So I kind of wanted to go ahead and clean up some things, and so this was the plan that I had. I started writing. This is a picture that I carry throughout. I've had this since for 20 something years. It's an old Hallmark ad that I have the original to, and I just periodically will add these in my journals. This is something that reminds me of my sister, and it speaks to me in more ways. So that is just kind of there. This was just the private note that I was talking about in the other page. This is basically those little gingerbread houses that are in Martha's Vineyard. It is something that I plan to go and visit someday. So I will always have those in my journal because it is a dream of mine. So, and then this was just a little thing about being an artist that I pulled up off of Instagram, and then I've been just playing around. Like I said, these pages are not, these are just playing around pages that I've had. I'm still needing to journal. So yeah, I just kind of, I love this wrapping paper. So I just kind of started adding some things to this. I was going to do a separate video on this, but again, there's lots of videos on how this is a composition book, and so I basically just glued 2 sheets of paper together with a glue stick, you know, regular glue stick, and then I used a roller to roll them flat. This page I did not, so you can see how bumpy it is, which I kind of am liking that personally, but yeah, so all these are just 2 pages glued together, and so that way it kind of adds more stability to be able to paint on. So So there we have it. This is what I'm going to be using this year. And again, I hope to do different kind of also decorating to my journal in this series. But really, the reason I wanted to do this journal series in the first place is because I hear that so many times that I don't have anything to write about. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And I find that the journal to me is so soothing, and I love to look back on it, and I just love, I've had a journal for years. So I'm always trying to inspire and encourage others to journal too. So going back to hello, which we have, I actually think I'm going to go with the idea of using it as my introduction page, because it just seems fitting right now that it would go at the very beginning, because I'm kind of saying, hello, this is my journal. So I was going to be using a couple of these things. I just pulled out some things from my stash. I had taken this picture from Christmas. I was looking at my chain of the countdown, and just some different little bits and bobs that I had. This was the Journal Your Story icon sheet that I had available in the kit. I do have this listed on my website. If you're interested, it comes with 4 other sticker sheets as well. And some more just journaling supplies, a pink rose. I love roses. I love this piece of paper that I found. And then basically just kind of very colorful things I'll be using. Another rose. And then this was something that I actually think I wanted to add somewhere in here, because this was a little bitty thing that a wood plaque that I had made to put on the front of my little buggy that I had for that I used at antique, when I go antiquing. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. And I'm going to be using I was going to try to find, oh, here we go. Here's my clamp. I wanted something to kind of clamp this down a little bit, just so I have some space to kind of mess with here. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball some stuff, and then before we glue it, just kind of put it in place. Like I said, I did want to add a picture of me, because this is going to be my journal, and just kind of create around that hello. And what I plan on doing is kind of just doing a brief, introduction for anyone that is opening up my journal for the first time. They can, after I'm gone, they can know whose journal it is. So, again, I just love this, all the colors. It's funny how once Christmas becomes a little over, I'm ready to get back to my rainbow world, and so when I was pulling these things out, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like already looking back, getting some rainbow action going. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get this random piece of paper. I keep all my little papers kind of in one central location, but I'm working on that in the new year to kind of have a space for all my little bits and pieces, because typically I go over and I'll have to end up trashing quite a few, because I just forget where they are. I have a whole bin that's right outside my craft door in our hallway here that's just full of random pieces of paper that I just don't want to get rid of, but then I never go out there and well, I take that back. I do dig through them every once in a while. But I want to be able to access stuff better. And really use what I have. I know we all kind of go through that as people, as scrapbookers and journalers and planners and all the things. I know we all end up having so much stuff. So I really am wanting to use my things this year. Okay, so I'm just kind of like layering this up, kind of getting an idea of what I want to do. Kind of want to, and I love roses, I love flowers, but at the same time I love bright, bold, whimsical art as well, and colors. And so I've decided I'm going to combine these two, even if they look a little different than what they normally would. So I'm just going to take this and just start layering it up. A lot of times I get an idea, and sometimes it's just best for me to get it down on paper, and then if it doesn't look good, I either go with it, or I add like some stickers or some other things that will make it work better. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this down so we can get moving. Because I did want these little videos not to be totally long, because I do want you guys to be inspired to get your story down. Okay, so with this hello, I kind of was thinking, since it's square, I think I'm going to kind of like trim it up a little bit. Where I'm just going to take it out of the box. It's kind of too big for that spot that I want to keep it in. And I think I'm going to kind of like round those edges out a little bit. And so we can kind of do like a little tuck in there. And these flowers are, these are the brand of Hobby Lobby. They started carrying these great ephemera die cut pieces. They're actually pretty large. But I have bought several and I really like them. Like I said, they are, wait, how did I have that? It wasn't like that. Was it like that? They are fairly large pieces. And so they have actually really covered quite a bit. They're thick, so I'm just going to kind of hold this down a little bit just to keep it. Is there a glare, you guys? Are y'all seeing that okay? There. Did want this pencil to kind of go under it too. And like I said, usually if you're gluing, it's good to kind of do it early on, because I was playing with the page earlier today and it was glued down way too fast, and I couldn't. I just had to like play around with it. So I'm gonna kind of keep the space down here open so I can journal. I'm going to just kind of do like a little introduction page. And I wanted to kind of play around. Whoops. With, let's see here. This is another one of those Hobby Lobby pieces. Again, I'm just layering these up to really kind of get your personality in there. Like I said, I kind of I love both of these things. That's why I've always been like, I love the look of shabby chic, but I also love the look of color. And so I've always been like, kind of like challenged, going, well, do I have to pick one or the other, or can I have both? And I've just decided over the years that I can have both. So, and I think I'm just going to kind of add this little piece down here. I love this paper. So cute. Okay, and then there was one other piece that I was thinking about using, is this one. Got glue on my star there. Oh, I think I'm making it worse. Okay. Or I think I'm going to use that on a different page. I really don't like, we're going to have to work on this. Oh, okay, it is coming off. It's got black smudges on my white star. I don't like that. Okay. So, I think I'm going to add, this is just a little rainbow sticker that I had designed a while back. I'm going to add it over here. I love hearts. Like I said, this is just going to be a page that kind of, it's about you. So, just kind of adding just some random little journaling stickers, just so it just kind of fits with the theme of this is going to be my journal. Let's see. You could also do kind of a you know, a page about your one little word. I think I'm going to come in here because I already created a page in my planner for my vision board, so I'll show you guys how I'm going to be using that. I will make a copy of that and add that to my planner, to my journal also. Okay, so these are little deco stickers. They're from Little Craft Place. They are located in Houston, but they also have an online shop, and I absolutely love, love, love them. I know them personally, and they are the sweetest shop owners and friends, and I just, I teach there sometimes as well, and Eunice and Ian are just the sweetest. And so, they also had these creative boxes during quarantine, and then they also had some at Christmas, and so I think I got these little bubbles while I was either in the shop but they have so many cute things. Okay. You see my little star sticking off there? We're going to have to probably glue him down and shut my book, and then let it dry that way, because the way that the pages are turned, it's not gonna stay. So what I'm gonna do now at this point is I'm gonna go off camera here and journal, and then we'll come back and I'll finish it up. And there you have it. We have your first page done in your journal. Alright, you guys, so I came in here and added some journaling in with this Paper Mate Flare. Basically, I wrote, hello new journal, hello 2021 almost, hello new adventures, hello new possibilities. Always excited to start a new journal, excited to be starting a new year with fairy tale as my one little word. Let me put some parentheses around that and underline fairy tale. Anything is possible. And so I did end up adding some bubbles over here to get that side of the star to lay flat. And then I just came in here with some regular Crayola markers and added some polka dots just to fill up my white spaces. And again, this is using the word hello, and you could write anything from your name to your city you live in, your age, what you're doing right now, anything that you want. So that's just your introduction that I'm using hello as. And so let the adventure begin, and I will see you guys in my next video. Again, these are going to be throughout the month of January, so please subscribe below and you'll get notifications. Sign up for notifications, or follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting notifications there, and on Facebook under Rebecca Hoot. So alright, you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.